Tim Kirby Russia hot takes. Angela Merkel just admitted that the Russians were completely correct to take military action in Ukraine, in her own special way. So in a recent interview for a publication, Die Zeit, Ms. Merkel, the former Chancellor of Germany during the whole Minsk Accords process, she admitted that they never actually had any intention whatsoever of following their half of the deal. Yeah, she just said it outright, that it was all a bluff. I guess she's out of office, so she doesn't care. It's unbelievable. So a Western politician who made this big stink about, we follow the Minsk Accords and we have to, we believe in the rule of law and all these other values, just said that it was all a bluff. It was just to give the Ukrainians time to arm up to attack the Donbass or Russia. She wasn't very clear on that. To attack somebody. This is unbelievable. I'm almost positive that Russian intelligence knew about this, but now that's come out in the open via the Western media itself and this, former German chancellor herself, in her own words, obviously the Russians have had quite a fiery response. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs here in Russia basically said that this kind of language would be perfect to be used at a military tribunal. That's kind of a hint back to, World War II, when the Germans were responsible for all the horrors of World War II, were put on trial in Nuremberg and then shot to death as the punishment. So obviously that's kind of a pretty rough historical threat, if you know what I mean. Then again, it's also kind of an empty threat, because we all know that generally Western politicians are going to be safe to do whatever they want, no matter how anti-Russian it is, as long as they're safely in the West. So I don't think that anything is going to happen to Ms. Merkel there. I don't exactly think she's going to share the same fate as a lot of the high-ranking elite of the Third Reich or anything. But maybe some of the clowns of the Kiev regime, if they get sort of caught on the wrong side of the line during some Russian advances, some of them might get it. But that's them, and that's not Angela Merkel. So, guys, it kind of maybe seemed for a long time like it was really Kiev itself that was doing its best to sort of keep the Donbass action a little bit hot in order to not allow the West to sort of, abandon it or give up on it. That they were keeping the pressure there so that way, Germany, France, the United States, and so on and so forth would have to keep their support there, have to keep the sort of tension against the Russians. But in all honesty, it was really the Western powers the whole time that were saying to Kiev, no, keep the temperature hot. We're with you. We're going to arm you up for some sort of giant offensive, again, be it against the Donbass or Russia proper. So guys, this is nuts. She just said it right out in the open. She just said it. A Western politician, high-ranking, knowingly signed on to an international agreement, knowing that it was a bluff, in order to start a war against Russia. Yeah. So anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video and you like the opinions coming out of my big fat mouth, then join up on my Telegram channel. That's Tim Kirby Hardcore on Telegram. Link, of course, in the description.